Hello everyone, Delicates here, and welcome back to some more Pokemon Violet. In the last episode, we managed to do the Team Star Wii matches, and now we actually gonna be attending to some classes. I think we actually are in midterms class now. But first, I'm actually gonna see what Alvin actually got to say at the cafeteria. Also, we got Nemina up in the battle square, I'm assuming. Hey, Alvin, what you got? Yeah, so today is going to be majority a midterm class. I think finals. I'm not 100% sure class. Yo, Dillikins, you grabbed something to eat too? Man, you sure did give me a beating in that Academy Ace tournament. Seems like all my closest buddies are in another league, you know. I mean, look at you. You're just up to become a champion for your first year to boot. You know, that's pretty amazing, right? Then there's Nemina, Todd March in every class of school in C's champion rate 2. And I hear Penny got some kind of offer to work in the Pokemon League or something. It seems to be only event is one around here. Nothing special about me. You're great at cooking. Your dad's super famous. Yes, you're great at cooking. Nah, I mean, it's just like a hobby, really. I only learned how to do the basics because my dad wasn't around to cook for me. Wait, my dad? See? Now that membership is doing so much better, and since the treasure hunt is still going and all, I've been thinking of a new goal to find myself. I guess you really gotta start by knowing where you come from, which means I should learn more about my dad, right? Yeah, that'd be a good thing to learn, to be honest. He was a student at the school once too. That's what I heard. I'm gonna search the whole school for info about what kind of person he really was. Thanks for the inspiration, little buddy. You're welcome, Alvin. What are they having for lunch? Hope your studies are going okay. What you having today? We got 5 alarm peanut butter sandwich. Ooh. A potato salad, pickle sandwich, and an egg sandwich. Peanut butter sandwich is actually low-key, like really good actually. I actually had it before. Okay. Look like we need to go to the director's office. We actually need to go into the schoolyard. Also, I think Nemina wants the battle. I have a feeling of that. Hello, Director Calvo and Alvin. Dillikins, boy, did you pick a great moment to stop on by. Take a look at this. This is supposed to be a sample from my dad's research from back when he was a student. That's what Director Calvo here told me. He's been helping me out. When Toros was a student at this academy, I was still a more researcher myself. Among my peers, it was already being bandied about that a outstanding gifted young man was studying at Yuva Academy. So he really was always amazing right from the start, huh? Oh, I guess I never really questioned it, but why is your office full of all this equipment? Oh, so you finally noticed, have you? This room was once your father's research lab. Really? It was? From what I heard recounted, he previously would become an absolute of his research that he hardly even returned to his dorm room. He spent most nights sleeping here, in fact. I also found himself more at ease surrounded by such resource equipment, so I took the library to adapting the room to serve as my office. I never knew. All of these pieces of my dad's life, they were right in front of me this whole time. I spent so long trying not to think about him that I never even noticed until now. Thanks for telling me about this, Director Calvin. And Diligence, thanks for being here for me to learn about it too. It's actually kind of cool that... I never really thought about it till now, why he had like a Pokemon lab type research lab in his office. As to Calvin, I also intended to explain about these trophies here. And he is always gone, rather hard to pin down, isn't he? Off like a flash, as soon as some new thought crosses his mind. My dear Toro, I think that son of yours take about you... Very great. Well, I guess we're not gonna tell Director Calvin what actually happened to Toro, actually. That's for sure. But sadly, that Toro got into a research incident. It's Evan. Hello, Evan. Yo, Chimp, coming to hit the books? Nah, I'm just patching through. Yeah, actually. Seriously, you really so good at everything else? Couldn't you just slack off a bit for me? Oh, you want to know why I'm here? Oh yeah, I'm still working on my little own treasure hunt trying to find myself and all. While I was here in the entrance hall digging through my dad's resource reports, I found this on one of the bookshelves. This book was previously to my dad, that he ever kept a copy of it in the Lighthouse Lab. The Valid Book, that's what it's called, right? This is my first time really reading the bit that happened about the Orion Mosquito card. They're amazing. It seems it all sounds super fake, but it got all these cool pictures and real fun to read. Like, look at this entry here. Ooh. Okay, so we actually do have the block texts that we actually seen in like the clues back in the DLC, the Crown Tundra. So we actually had to figure out what the A-isk Pokemon. I want to say a Whisk Pokemon? While separated from the research team in the crater depths, I found a strange entity, whether it was a Pokemon or even, I want to say that alive at all. I know now. A board, a style with layers of overlapping Hilgros? Some of these you can't really... Hilgros and grounded brighter still in gemstones. Found as a whole and with stills and presented brilliant disc. Is the brilliant disc reference to Indigo disc for DLC 2, the Indigo disc? I don't know. Maybe it is. It takes on these pages of all scrambled and blurred in every copy of this book I ever seen. Seems kinda suspicious, right? Of course, the whole book is full of unbelievable stories, then they hope I still could bring one of them, but they turn out to be real. And after everything I saw in Area Zero, well, make it hard to say it's all nonsense, huh? In fact, I think it might be this book that made my dad want to become a researcher. I bet he got a fiction with the future Pokemon and read about and hear that it made him want to see one for himself. Wait, hold on. Isn't my dad time machine the whole reason that the future Pokemon ended up here in the first place? This book is from way before he made the time machine, but it mentioned future Pokemon. Isn't that kind of weird? That is kind of weird to think about. Oh well. I'm sorry it's all just made up anyway. But my dad believes that nonsense or ever managed to make it a reality. I guess this really was something. I'm gonna learn from this example and start giving it my all too. I got something I gotta do now, but I see you around, little buddy. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of weird that he was talking about future Pokemon before the time machine actually was ever been created. Okay, so we got Classroom 2G. We can continue talking to Abin and continue Abin's story. Hello, Abin. What you got? Are you okay? I was fussing so hard, I didn't even notice you, bud. I know pretty well to see me actually studying, right? But I'm at a pretty good stopping point. How about a break? I could use a change of scenery. Ooh, I love your dorm, Alvin. Why does everyone else can customize their dorm, but I can't? What do you think? Welcome to Kids Alvin. Well, Kids Alvin and metal stuff, really. It really screams Alvin. It's surprisingly clean. It screams Alvin. Yeah, I know, right? Wait, did screen Alvin to you? Anyway, about the reason you saw me studying in the classroom like that. I went back and read the pages about the Hobo Basilica in the Violet book again. It made me remember how things were back when Metal was all weak and everything. I couldn't seem to do anything to help him, and boy, it sure didn't feel good. Of course, I'm really glad that I was able to find all of the Hobo Basilica together with you. But there got to be other people who still suffering the same way I was back then, wondering about the Pokemon that were sick or hurt. So I don't laugh, okay? I decided that I'm gonna become a cook. I'm gonna make super healthy food, boosting food of a stuff for the stuff Pokemon that need to feel great. I'll be behind you all of the way. I'm sure you can pull it off. Yeah, and thanks. I knew I could count on you to be all supported like that. The culinary world might be a bit different, but I swear I'm gonna be just as famous as my dad. So I guess I can close the book on my little hunt to find myself. It's time to start a new chapter, one that's all about working towards my new dream. And hey, feel free to stop by my room anytime. And stuff will always be glad to see you. Well, thank you, Alvin. Man, his room is all decked out. He does like carrots and potatoes, and I think that root? I may be wrong on that. Alright. Let's see what Nemina got up in the schoolyard. Now we actually can go up to Penny's in Albans. See what Nemina got for it. The Gengar just chilling in the middle of the court. I have a feeling that she just wants to battle. I mean, I'd be down to battle. Oh, hey, Dillikins. Great time. I've been having the hardest time lining up opponents to battles. But now I found you in the schoolyard, no less. It'd be silly not to battle. What do you say? Sure, why not? No matter I honestly need to attend your classes, but I'm down to do it. I know I could count on you. I was do it, Emina. You spent the 2 whole hours battling Pokemon with Nemina. I actually thought we was gonna battle Nemina, but okay. Oh, good stuff. Gotta step up my game. So I'll be really anything for that Academy Ace tournament. Excuse me. I know I spring my battle of fever on you out of nowhere. Thanks for being up for it. Oh, okay. I actually thought we was gonna have to fight Nemina, but accordingly not. That's what I mean to say. Alright, we can speak to Nemina again in the cafeteria. So you're good for a battle, right? Great, meet you at the schoolyard in a minute. Hold up. You're Nemina, right? Like the student council president, that Nemina? Yep, that's me. Yeah, maybe some other time. Really? Illikens, hola. Who was that? Or who was that? Oh, him? Don't know who he was. I was just munching my sandwich and I heard him bragging about his tough Pokemon, so I invited him to battle. I wonder that Pokemon he's gonna use can't wait to see me. Wait, I forgot to get his contact info. How are we supposed to plan when we faced off? Oh well, I make sure we battle next time I run into him. Anyways, guess you came to get some grub, huh? Well, I'm not one to stand between one and the meal. Catch you later. She's really trying to like, I know she's really expired for battling, but she's really trying to do everything to battle people, if you guys know what I mean. Now we got the school store. There she is. Better stock up real good on Pokeballs while I'm here. Talk about Pokeballs, I actually need to do some myself, Nemina. Dillikens! Oh my gosh, listen to this. Remember that guy from the cafeteria? I went into him again in the entrance hall, so I asked him to battle, but he said no. Aww. He was like, what the point? You're a champion in the battle whiz, you wrecked me. I don't yet want what he meant. I mean, you can have fun battling even if you lose, right? Yeah, you can. Winning's nice though. Yeah, you can. For real, I mean, sure, no one loves losing, but it's definitely not pointless. It teaches you stuff. Oh, man, Pokemon battles can get so competitive sometimes. Oh, and I wish he couldn't call me a whiz. I work hard at this stuff. Not like it's all just cause naturally to me. Like, throwing Pokeballs obviously doesn't come naturally to me, for one thing. Chin up, Namana. I'm pretty sure there's some other people probably wants to battle with you. 100%. I think I need a mental rest. I'm gonna go find someone to battle. See you soon, Dillikins. Probably gonna be me. It's probably gonna be me, actually. Alright, talk about the Pokeballs. I was not kidding because I did manage to buy, like, I did manage to, use a lot of Ultra Balls throughout my life Pokedex, actually, because I'm actually currently still working on it. It's a work in progress, to be honest. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy about up to 200 Ultra Balls. Kinda curious how many Primal Balls we actually gonna get. We're gonna get 20 Primal Balls out of that. Okay. Do I need medicine? No, actually we're kinda pretty solid on the medicine. Not too bad. Not too bad, actually. Alright. Got Classroom 1A for Namana. There you are, Dillikins. I had the feeling you'd turn up and hang out here for a while. And lo and behold, I was right. Well, now that I've found you, we should swing by my room and have a chat. Ooh. Oh wow. It's really clean. Cha-cha-cha. Welcome to Xenomenona. It's so tiny, it's very you. It's so tidy. Aw, thanks. Wait a second. I know we've been to your room before. But have I never had you over here wild? Anyways, listen, Dillikins. You know how I feel? You know how I really like Pokemon battles? Like, really, really like them? Yeah, you sure do. I know. Cool, and yeah. And know how when you really like something, you drive in deep? That's what I did with Pokemon battles, and I just kinda became a champion. But then I found out that pretty special that normally it's not a simple herb for most people. People would tell me to my face that I only manage it because I have some innate gift or cause I was raised differently or whatever. Actually, I started to feel like there was this invisible wall between me and everyone else. So I started going easy when I patch up my friends. I just wanted everyone to have fun. Oh, but don't worry. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm going 100% all out. Especially since I'm lucky enough to have a opponent around who can beat me when even in a full hardcore mode. So I promise me one thing, okay, Dillikins? Promise you always stay my equal. You and me, we're rivals. You know it. That's what friends are for. You the best, Dillikins. Thank you. Oof, you got pretty personal a little bit. Embarrassed over here. Anyway, since we're equals, I gotta start having you over as much as we can hang out in your room. Feel free to buzz into the Xenomenona whenever you want. I get ready for the Academy Age storming cause I'm gonna stop you this time. If there is gonna be a next time, because I'm not really looking to actually protein? Kinda curious. I'm making my Pokemon some food. Oh, it's Pokemon food. You know, I think a tablespoon means different amounts of different people. For a second, I thought it was... protein drinks, actually. There's nothing wrong about drinking protein drinks, but you guys don't know what I mean. Alright, it is now time to take on some classes. I think I need to do biology, history, language, arts. Okay, so these are built in one, so I'm pretty sure I need to do history and language and arts and home ec. But let's do history first. Let's do the one with the ones next to it. History. You like history with Ms. Lifefort? Yes. Class will begin soon. Don't be tardy. Okay, so according to what I was told, doing these classes is worth doing because you can get a gift from doing it. Oh, it's this chick. We didn't actually get to talk to her much. Oh, I see we have some new students here with us today. My name is Wafflet. I will be the one to impart knowledge to the past of your little mind. I assist the Pokeball back in Legends Arceus. History is a wonderful thing, truly splendid. I like history, actually. The lives of our ancestors throughout history forge the path of the present with which we live. Today we shall learn about the most glorious location in all of Pandaria, the Great Crater. As you all are aware, a massive crater known as the Great Crater in Pandaria exists in the heart of our region. The area inside the crater is called Area 0 for research and biological stacker and materials composition as shown that the crater is in fact over 1 million years old. It was long believed a cold something was at the bottom of this mysterious crater. Aha, perfect timing to make eye contact, young Dillikins. Answer me this. Uh-oh. What exactly was believed the west of the beneath the Great Crater inside Area 0? Treasure, a Snorlax, a Pokemon Center. Treasure. Yeah, that is correct. You're a truly clever one, ain't you? I see you did your homework. Probably to come into my class? That's right. Some believe that a treasure more valuable than anything else in this world rested in the depths of the Great Crater. So much for dreams and treasure hunting, though, as a lab has been built in those very same depths. Oh, and before I forget, will you all do well to remember that the Great Crater of Area 0 is both off limits to all but those who have officially business there. Do not dare entrance in the foolish knowledge of grappling off to Area 0 in search of the witches. It is no place for children dreaming to treasure and adventure. Besides, if we are all possible to investigate the area, I would surely be the first to do so. Oh, this is the times already. I must gotta strap up and filling your minds with knowledge. I'm actually looking at the timeline here, actually. I do see a legend. I do see 1, 2, 3, 4 Legends Arceus references. I forgot the professor's name from Legends Arceus. Dang, it's been like a few years. It's been since 2022 since I played Legends Arceus. What is the professor's name? Lavington. Yes, Okay. Yeah, I do see Labantin. I see the Huan reason or Sinnoh. And we do see the old Pokeball with the made out of the other apricot berry or nut actually, but they actually are made out of. And the bottom picture is Straw Life with the Mount Coronet. I'm kind of curious with the photo of that castle that is right next to the old Pokeball. Kind of curious on that. This ends today's lessons. We will unveil more of the history and the amenities together next time. I like history, honestly. I really do. Alright, next class is language. Miss Laboratory. I know we actually unlocked some of these other classes by doing the gym, so we're just gonna go ahead and do it now. Miss, my dear students, how are you all today? Feeling good, I hope? My affiliate Saboteur, my name is Saboteur. Well, it's, Mercy Beautiful, I can't pronounce that, I am so sorry. This is thank you for much for your attention here in my class. I am so perfect or happy for this chance to re-experience my young days with you all. Do you know that Saboteur means? It means sober, savior. It so imagines I'm here to save you. From spooky new language, haha, funny no? That's right, my classes will teach you all about various languages from different regions. You may say good morning or hello as a greeting, but people who elsewhere may say bonjour or salute. I heard there's even a popular streamer out there who smashes several languages together and say hola hola hola, choya and bonjour. That's Io actually. There are so many regions out there in our world, and which can have their own unique language. Julius Musi. Ooh, I'm just gonna go ahead and let you guys know I won't be able to pronounce any of this. I'm gonna try. XX, Ixi, Agato, Danik. I'm probably pronouncing them all wrong. I am so sorry. Thanks for all of the same meaning. Can you guess what it is? I want to say thank you. I may be wrong on that. Oh, Dooligans, was it? Bravo, that's correct. And speaking you is important in language learning too. Gracias, merci, xixi, the rules all means thank you. I guess some of you probably know at least one of those. I kinda knows gracias, actually. I literally just guessed. The split meaning of the same thing, that the thems and sounds are all different. Isn't that interesting? And now, Pepperboard, Poppers, and nothing. Let me give you one of the wise words of advice. When you travel aboard, you should try to speak a local language as much as you can, even if you can't speak it very well. I'm sure your willingness is tried well to make the people you meet folks is very happy. I know some countries can be like that, but there actually are some countries what I actually have heard that say like Japan for example. here's the thing, like, I heard, like, a lot of people in Japan, loves for people to learn the language, but I did heard that for a lot of people that does, like, a lot of, Japanese people, hear me out, they speak language, use, like, English, and, like, the Philippines, if they eat, English, they're, like, really learn, educated and stuff. And a lot of people I actually have told that a lot of the people actually do speak English in those countries because they're, like, really educated, and a lot of people doesn't mind actually having to speak English. Mostly, like, those high tourist countries, mostly, like, Japan is, like, one of them. They're, like, had to be, like, know how to learn English, and some people, like, some us Americans do want to move to Japan, but I was like, it's actually pretty cheap, low-key. I actually have looked into it before. Like, yeah, Japan's like a lot cheaper. It may cost a good amount of money just to move there, but once you get everything, like buying a house and stuff, is a lot cheaper than the house market here. Just go ahead and say that. But yeah, there were some people that actually does like it, but there's some people doesn't really mind it, if you guys know what I mean. So, honestly, from my experience, just be able to say hello, gracias, and thank you, and the local languages would get you pretty far. True. I think what I was told, like, the most 3 words is hello, thank you, and goodbye. Can get you, like, a long way from different countries. From everything else, you pretend you're Mr. Mine and get away. Oh, there was a pesky bell. I guess that's all of the time we have for today. Well, adios, matinee a la Progeny. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. See you later, everyone. I think the chick was in front of us was asleep. I have a feeling of it, actually. Alright, so that was language. Let's do heart. Ooh, Mr. Harsel. I knew that Mr. Harsel was a teacher. I just didn't know that before we actually did the Elite Four. Greeting, I am Hansel. I will be teaching you this art class, and it's a pleasure to meet you all. Now let me candid for one moment. I imagine that many of you will forget all that you learned in this class once you graduate. After all, you don't need even the basic understanding of Pokémon's lens to define appreciation and beauty in most expensive jobs. So in this class is a waste of time for you then? I think not, at least to contain hope, it isn't. Think for a moment, all of you. What is beauty anyway? What makes something beautiful? Its shapes and colors, the eyes of the beholder. The eyes of its beholder. Interesting, thank you, Diligence. Oh, I don't mean to suggest there's a correct answer to my query. The important thing is that you all can take time to think about it. Think about why we might find beauty in a flower blooming on the side of the road, for example. Threatened by the sky is a different shade of blue than the ocean, and why the leaves change color. Opera and windmills in artisan, and how they move. Contemplate and chilling bite of the waters in Cascova. I'm sure you will find that very little details on your lives will seem more valid, more impactful if you just take a moment to stop and think. I am confident that if you stop and truly appreciate the little beauties of this world, it will help you pull through the days where your studies have you excited for when work has dampened your spirit. Oh, do pardon me for waxing philosophy. Philosophical, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. You don't need to understand all of that now. I put it simply, it is true that one doesn't need art to survive, but it currently makes surviving much more enjoyable. It is my hope that this class will add even a little bit of color in your lives. That's all for today. Next time, we try to more hands on approaching and efficient beauty. Okay, so that was art. Now we got home ec. One thing, I'm kind of curious what home ec actually is, because I may know what home ec is, because home ec is like one of the classes I have heard that we can take in high school, but I never took it. Alright, you like home ec with Mr. Zagalo? I'm probably pronouncing the name wrong. I seems we have some energetic young ones in our class this time around. You may call me Mr. Sawago. Your time here with me will be spent attaining knowledge and skills dispensed on daily life. Maybe you have lived the care of your parents to live here on your own in the academy dormitory. I pray that the knowledge and impact you will improve the qualities of your lives and the necessary for foods, clothing, and shelter. In those three categories, I'm assuming that the most pressing and interesting for you all is food. With is eating sandwiches on your picnic, the HP of your party Pokemon will be restored. You will also gain something called the meal powers, which can provide all matter of benefits. For example, these powers can make Pokemon easier to catch and increases the experience points that your Pokemon receives. I did not know that, actually. I actually thought it was something to do with like boosting up your Pokemon stats. That's what I actually thought it was. I didn't really play with it much in Sword. The only time I actually had to make Koi back in Sword when we had to trying to get cardio during the Sword of Justice episode. That's basically. I haven't made a sandwich, a picnic, yet. I may do whenever we had to do some bleeding, but that's gonna be my an end series. I think you will also find that the breadth of these effects are your stated in the crafting sandwiches, which super flavored. That's more, there is a certain something that is really important if we wish to receive meal powers with even more helpful efforts. Let me see, Master Dillican, tell me, what must you keep in mind to receive even more helpful meal powers? How fast I can prep out the food, my choice of filling the components, I had to remember to put my heart into it. I want to say I have to remember to put my heart into it. Huh, that is an interesting take. Though not exactly what I was looking for, I suppose you are correct in a sense. I had to do it. Your choice of ingredients, including both filling and components, is a more important factor of gaining even more helpful meal powers. For example, using sweet ingredients in your sandwiches will help you gain egg power. Okay, sweet for egg power. According numerous better ingredients, on the other hand, can gain you item drop power. Learning to aim a special effect when creating sandwiches will also contain make your culinary endurance more enjoyable. Please be aware, however, that you can also retrieve milk powers by eating at restaurants. I must say that I would feel the utmost joy if you all learned almost here in my class and came to a better understanding. OMAC. Our time together has come to an end for today. Bid you all farewell. I think it's kind of like cooking classes. I remember taking cooking classes back in high school, but it wasn't like doing stuff for like health and stuff. Okay, let's see what 2 does. I think 2 means better? I may be wrong on that. Hello, I hope everyone is really ready to learn some new things today. Did you all try using the ZR button to get your Pokemon out and I taught you in our last class? I have done that actually. Walking around with your Pokemon lets you see how unique and cute they all are. I also highly recommend picnics for when you want to spend some quality time together with the Pokemon in your party. You can get them all around the table and make sandwiches and play, and really a lot of fun. If you want to learn more about making food, so Sario class is the best place to go. Now, something while you're enjoying a picnic with your Pokemon, you may find something very important in a basket next to your table. This very important something is what Pokemon was born from. Let's all say it together. Eggs. Phew. You all got it right. The very important thing I'm talking about is a Pokemon egg. It's not clear where these eggs come from, but they're probably placed in a basket rather stealthily by the Pokemon at its picnic. Walking around with an egg will help warm it, which allows it to hatch. Eggs won't warm up by sitting in boxes, though. You need to find them into your party. And there's some more super important things I'd like you to remember about eggs. Pokemon entrust us with their eggs because they believe in us. So I'm sure would be happy to see you in all being responsible parents for your little Pokemon eggs. Oops, the most important point comes right as the bell ring. We will see all next time, I guess. Okay. Yes, I do remember that the breeding is from the picnics. I actually had to figure out how that actually does work. Alright, let's do math. With timing. Hello everyone, let's have a fun class today. Tell me, do you all enjoy shopping? Buying, tasting bread or choosing new clothes, even just window shopping is so much fun. In today's class, I like to use something one of our favorite hobbies, mind you, to teach you all about math. I'm sure everyone here has visited a Pokemon market at least. They sell a lot of Pokemon items. Pokeballs and all and many useful items you can find there. They cost like 200 Pokedollars each. Now then, I'd like you all to do some thinking with me here. One Pokeball is 200 Pokedollars. If you had 2,000 Pokedollars and bought as many Pokeballs as you could afford, how many will you receive? $2,000. Okay, so I can't believe I'm actually had to do math. The funny thing is, I do math at work now, now because I got a new position. I actually had to do math. Simple math, though. $10? Oh, dear, I'm sorry, Diligence. I suppose this was a bit of a trick question. I guess I actually got that wrong. Yeah, I got that wrong. I suppose this was a bit of a trick question. With 2,000 Pokédollars, you can afford to purchase a maximum of 10 Pokéballs. However, you can purchase 10 or more in many types of Pokéballs. You will also receive one Primal Ball for a special White Ball as a bonus. So as the correct answer is in fact... I was 1 point wrong. Damn it. Specialty. No matter, somehow I still say that I'm actually doing a good job because according to the bosses I actually am, but look, I actually told him that math is not my specialty and the same, but I understand it. It's fine to get a little bonus like that on a shopping trip, isn't it? Oh, she was talking about the Primal Ball. Yeah, it makes sense now that it's, yeah, it was like a trick question because he was talking about the Primal Ball too, because I think you only get like a Primal Ball by 10 Pokeballs each, I'm pretty sure of it. I may be wrong on that. Oh, my, is that the bell? I suppose that all now, what is saying? I'm looking forward to seeing you all in the next class. I hope you're looking forward to it again, too. Just by that, I'm actually want to make sure that is correct. I'm actually gonna go to the store and just to make sure 2,000 for 10. Yeah, it was 10. So yeah, yeah, my math was correct, but yes, it was a correct. Now it makes sense why he said, oh, it's a correct question because it was actually technically 11 because the Primal Ball. Yeah, so it was technically it was correct. I wasn't thinking of the freaking Primal Ball. Here's the thing, like, Primal Ball's free, so I didn't really... You know what? Yeah, that trick question kinda got me there. Low key. It honestly, it really did got me there, honestly. It kinda did. Okay, we got history next. That damn Primal Ball has to freaking mess my math up. Okay. Greetings, my little students. Whatever you did yesterday is now part of history. Today we will continue unveiling the marvels that history has presented to us. About 2,000 years ago, this region came under the rule of the Paldarian Empire. Historians account deserves that the Paldarian Empire being quite a dictator. This empire also Silas delivered the legends of the treasure that rests deep within Area Zero. I must mention that the civilization of our ancestors will not be the level as ours is today. People back when were far more likely to believe in mystery legends, magic, and being beyond human comprehension. It is attempt to gain the power of stand against Paldean neighboring countries. The Empire sent people to Job to join the hunt for the fabled treasure of Area Zero. I have a question here. Haha, perfect timing to make eye contact, young Delicans. Answer me this. Firstly, how many years ago was that the Paldean Empire began to rule this region? I think it was about 1,000 years ago. Okay. Incorrect. You are by a extra millennium. Why 1,000 years ago the Paldean armies have already begun to collapse? The correct answer is about 2,000 years ago. That is even the great era of the expedition began. However, this is said that not a single adventurer set out by the Emperor even reached the depths of Area Zero. Was it the promising journey itself that buried the way, and perhaps some unknown creatures? Here's the thing, like, I'm pretty sure it's Y4 actually just told me the question. I honestly just died. A resounding failure of the great era of expedition also contained hidden the air and mystery surrounding the crater. Oh, I would want to give the Explorer Area Zero in touch state at that time. I suppose I can hope for a swift invention of a time machine. Oh, is that the time already? I must gotta shape up filling your minds with knowledge. This ends today's lesson. We will reveal more of the history of Omegas together next time. I actually do like Pokemon history. Yeah, that was like I couldn't remember the answer there, but I literally forgot that Zipai already told me it. We got language next. My dear friends, how are you all today? Feeling absolutely fantastic, I hope? It's time for Saboteur Language Lesson S for Pets. If I pronounce it wrong, are you ready, everyone? You can answer with yes or oi. Let's do yes. Yes, super. In our last class, I believe I taught you all how to say thank you in other languages, right? Li course out Jodohi. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. I am so sorry. Today's class, we will learn about a current word sure to make people happy when you use it in your travel aboard. What would you say? Well, you have to guess Delix, Orchi, Bono. Can anyone tell me what these words means? Delicious, sorry, or help. It's delicious 100%. You can definitely tell by the first word, basically. Oh, correct. That's super. I knew I could count on you, Dilikins. Delixix, Hachi, and Banor. I'm probably pronouncing those all wrong. Sorry about that, chat. All of these words means delicious. Using your local words for delicious at markets or restaurants is sure to get a big stupid example that is for whoever you're talking to. It's make communication go more smoothly and guaranteed. People love it when someone said its cuisine of their homeland is delicious, who will be Gavut's happy to receive such a compliment. And now, Compotos. Or nothing, let me give you one of my wise words of advice. The first step to smooth communication is to compliment the person you're talking to. After all, it's not really likely that a compliment would put someone in a bad mood. This doesn't only apply to people in other regions either, it's the same for all of you too. You can put this tip to use with your classmates. How about you all try complimenting on each other after class? I bet it will make for a elegant, smooth, sympathetical, and more filling atmosphere. That is all for today. See you all Puchin course next lesson. That is adios, Matini. Okay, so what I learned during the cut, the classes that we are currently doing now, that is from 2 to 3, is the last class, and then we got midterms, and then we got finals right after that. So whenever we do battle studies, art, and home ec, we be doing midterm. That's what we're probably gonna be doing in the next episode, and then we do finals on the other episode. So yeah. Alright, we got battle studies next with Miss Dendra. Let's do it. Another day, another round of battle studies. So sure, let's get right to it. Is everybody excited about the treasure hunt? Always a great adventure. You get to take on gems, go to next places, and run all over the places with your partner Pokemon. And while you're running around out there, I bet you also cross some big shiny crystals fairly often as well. How? These crystals are automatic collections of Terra Star energy that spread it out of the ground. You can check out these crystals to battle Terra Pokemon with your Pokemon or other trainers in a group of 4. We can call those battles Terra Wave battles. The Terra Pokemon you can face off against the Terra Wave battles are crazy tough. They sometimes act differently than the original Pokemon, so you need to be on your guard. True. Also, they are timed too. We have dealt with some of them. Likely trainers can also use a special action in Terra Wave battles called chilling. And there are 3 different types of chills you can use. The first chill is Go All Out. It boosts the attack and special attack for our allied Pokemon. The second is Hang Tough. This one boosts the defense and special defense of our allied Pokemon. And the third, well, let me see if you can guess. Pipe Speed, no, it's HP according to the dialogue. This still restores HP for all allied Pokemon. What do you think it is? Heal Up, Bam Pulsing, Explored, Healing Wave. Let's do Heal Up. Nice. That's right, maybe I could make you the battle teacher, huh, new kid? The third and final gel is Heal Up. It is a real powerhouse with the ability to restore HP. I literally just guessed that. For the cool status conditions, you can chill up to 3 times during a simple Terra Wave battle. It's weird that we actually have Garchomp just chilling with us, actually. Also, chilling using up the turns in battles, so you won't be able to have your Pokemon use any of our new moves when you chill. In conclusion, try everything at your disposal. If nothing seems to be working, try chilling on your allies. Providing support for your team can sometimes open up a new realm of possibilities. Oh man, I was just about to suggest we can do some hands-on practice to really drive the point home. But I guess we out of time. Class is over for now. Take care, you little rascals. Alright. That was battle studies. I like how they actually learn us a little bit about the Terra Waves, actually. We got art next. See what we got to do in art. This hassle. Hello class, it is I, Hansel, yet again. In our previous class we discussed what beauty is, which might have been a little boring for you. So today I thought I would mix things up a little to reveal your answer in art. Allow me to introduce our special guest. Oh, it's a Gibble. A little Gibble. This is the Professor Gibble, the assistant lecturer for today. Now then, Professor Gibble, if you would be so kind to tell Stasis for us. I love a Gibble. Ah, the grass type, tells Stasis. As so of you may already know, a Pokemon can telestasis if you use a Tele Orb. Normally, Professor Gibble would be on the Dragon type, but by telestasing, it's just by changing its type. So, class, what type does lovely glistening flower above Professor Gibble heads represents? The grass type. Excellent, Delicans. 4 marks for you. These beautiful flowers blooming above on Professor Gibble's head shows that it is now become a grass type. The shape of the tail of jewel above a Pokemon head depends on a Pokemon tail type. To summarize an opponent Pokemon telestasis during battle, as soon as the Pokemon tail of June goes to see which type it has become, and choose FX moves currently. It is my sincere hope that today's lectures will help you all achieve beautiful victories. The tail phenomenon is indeed a fascinating and deep subject to discuss. That is it for today, class. Thank you, Professor Gibble, for your help. I love the Gibble. I love that Landsort Pokemon. Now you guys know that I have Garchomp back in the battle studies class. Now we got home ec, and then we actually will be done with the classes for today. Then we got midterms and then finals. Put away your phones, it is time to begin class. In our last class, I believe we talked about the effects you can get from foods on your picnics. You can receive some more power and even restored HP for all of the Pokemon if in your class it is a truly conventional means of healing your Pokemon. And unfortunately, as I'm sure you are aware, it is not suited to use in battle when you cannot make food and when you wish to restore HP quickly. It's time, such as those, you should make use of healing items such as potions, which you can purchase at Pokemarts or a school store. Healing items are merely efforts can be used any time that you can open your bag. They are, however, consumed after one use. Potions restore 20 HP, Super Potion restores 60, and Hyper Potion restores 120. I prefer the item, the more HP it will restore. Keep in mind how much money you have when you can stock up with these items. However, unforeseen happening are the inseparable parts of traveling from place to place. Imagine, if you will, a follow scenario. You found yourself with injured Pokemon that you have no potions, you are out of sandwiches ingredients, and there are no Pokemon centers nearby. Tell me, Master Dillikins, what should you search when you're in a perilous situation with no way to heal your Pokemon? A place with water, a teacher, items on the ground. Items on the ground? Perfect. Correct, Master Dillikins. I see you are well learned in survival technique. You can find potions and medicine on the ground. If you see something shiny on the ground, it is actually an item that has been dropped there. You may be able to find a restored item such as an orange berry or a potion in this way. You can use the R button to send out your Pokemon and use up and pick up such items as well. And then there are berries, of course. Yeah, berries can be like crazy, actually, because there's like so many berries can cure like a lot of things. There's a lot of berries that just there for looks. The majority of them are. Berries, by the way, ain't like items from Psalms. If you let your Pokemon hold them, it decided if it owns when it eats the berry during battle. When your Pokemon decides this timing, it itself can be quite interesting. At any rate, if you find yourself in need of healing, I suggest that you look around for shiny items on the ground. If you can't find such items, there are other methods you can be on for healing your... but I see the bell demands that topic 8. Our time together has come to the end for today. I bid you all farewell. Alright. So that is all of the classes. Now, in the next set of classes is midterms, and that means I'm actually going to be making my way over to my dorm, actually, because I'm actually going to go ahead and end this episode here. Also, I kind of want to show you guys the progress of my Pokedex. Okay, so there are some Pokemons I have been getting throughout my journeys in between episodes, actually. There actually are some Pokemon that I actually had to use Pokemon Go, Pokemon Sword, and some I actually have to try to use for, trying to get in touch with some people for like Scarlet, actually, because I feel like one Pokemon I'm kind of a little bit biased how I'm gonna get is another Squilp, so I can be able to get it for Strategy, and also for the past Paradox Pokemons. Also for the evolved form evolutions of this little dude. It's gonna be taking some time, actually, because it's gonna take like 999 coins, and it's down here, or is it in? It's in materials. Okay, so if I look for the coins, kind of curious how many coins that I actually do have, because I actually have not been keeping track of it, and I know that this Pokemon is gonna take a lot of time to do because I go all over the place. I'm kind of a little bit all over the place, so once when I get somewhere, I'm just catching that Pokemon and then I just leave. Let me see how much coins that I'm actually currently have. I know wish these was alphabetical order, if you guys know. They're a little bit all over the place. Did I pass them? Oh, they're like here. I got 337. Nice, I'm in like a long way from getting those coins actually, if you guys want. But I'm actually gonna go ahead and end this episode here, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy this episode. If you guys are liking the series so far, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, also ding on the bell. We're gonna do Mantoms in the next episode. Be sure you guys know that Mantoms are tests, if you guys know what I mean. But anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys in the next. Peace, guys.